Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into the story of a sacred temple in India that has a rule so unique, it kind of flips the whole idea of worship on its head. It makes you wonder, what if a holy place was only open to people like you and me, one single day a week? I mean, really think about that. A holy temple that unlocks its doors for the public just one day out of 7. And we're not talking about a special holiday or a festival. This is the rule all year round. It sounds kind of impossible, right? But it's totally real. So the real question isn't just how, it's why. You know, most temples you might think of are open every single day, welcoming anyone who wants to visit. But the Malakonda temple? It's on a completely different schedule. See, human visitors are only allowed in on Saturdays. For the other 6 days, well, let's just say the guest list is a little more celestial. Okay, so here's how we're going to piece this puzzle together. We'll start at the sanctuary itself, then we'll jump back in time to explore the legend of the hill. We'll uncover the divine pact that set up this crazy rule, see what the modern path of devotion looks like, and finally, we'll look at how this incredible faith is being protected for the future. All right, our journey begins at the Sri Lakshmi Narasimha Swamy temple. It's located on a hill called Malakonda in India's Nellore district. And you have to understand, this isn't just any old hill. It's considered a profoundly sacred place, and it holds the key to this whole story. But why here? I mean, of all the places on the entire planet, why this one hill? To really get the Saturday-only rule, we have to rewind all the way back to the temple's mythological origins. The reason is all wrapped up in this amazing story about divine will and one sage's incredible devotion. So, the legend kicks off with the goddess Lakshmi. The story goes that she asked her consort, Lord Vishnu, to pick a special place on earth where his divine presence could be felt by everyone. And guess what? This exact hill is the spot he chose. And this is where another major player comes into the picture, the great sage Agastya. He was looking for the absolute perfect, most serene spot for his deep meditation and penance. He was just drawn to this hill. And get this, its unique shape, which looks like a garland, or mala in the local language, is how the place got its name, Malakonda, the Garland Hill. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so this is where those two stories, the god choosing the hill and the sage choosing the hill, come together, and it leads to the incredible agreement that's at the heart of our whole mystery. So let's get to it. Why is this temple only open to humans one day a week? After he finished his penance, Sage Agastya made this totally selfless request. He pleaded with Lord Narasimha, that's the fierce lion form of Vishnu who appeared there, to make the hill his permanent home. He wanted him to stay there forever as a guardian to protect and bless all of humanity. And believe it or not, the Lord said yes. But his acceptance wasn't a blank check. It came with one very specific divine condition, a condition that has been honored for centuries and is still followed to this very day. And here it is. This is the pact. Lord Narasimha said that for 6 days a week, Sunday all the way through Friday, the hill was his sacred space. It was reserved only for gods, sages, and other celestial beings. He granted just one day, Saturday, from the time the sun rises to when it sets, for his human followers. So that's the ancient deal. But what does all that mean for people right now, today? Well, that brings us to the modern path of devotion, this incredible weekly pilgrimage that thousands of faithful people take every single Saturday. When people make this journey, they express their faith in some really beautiful ways. They decorate the deity with garlands made from holy tulsi leaves. They offer up a special sweet mix of jaggery and dal, and you can just imagine the air filling up with the sound of sacred hymns. And the belief that fuels it all is just so powerful that any sincere wish you make here will come true. There's also this one really potent act of devotion tied to the number 10. The belief is that if you chant the mantra Om Namo Narasimhaya just 10 times while you're at the temple, that's enough to receive the Lord's divine grace and protection, just 10 times. Now, this isn't just some dusty old story from the past. The tradition of Malakonda is so alive and is actually looking toward the future. There are real, concrete plans to preserve this unique sacred place for generations to come. And they're putting their money where their mouth is.
The state government has approved a budget of 10 crore rupees. That's 100 million rupees, or around 1.2 million US dollars. All of that is for the temple's development and to make the facilities better for all the devotees who visit.
You know, in the end, it really all comes back to this one simple, powerful idea. This quote just nails it. It's about the unwavering faith of the people who make that journey week after week, truly believing that their prayers are being heard and that their wishes are going to be granted. And that kind of leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about, doesn't it? The story of Malakonda isn't just about a weird schedule. It's about a space that is literally shared between two worlds. So what does it really mean for a sacred place to have time blocked off for us mortals and time reserved for the divine? Something to chew on,